Whew. I don't even know how I'm going to phrase this or start this conversation, but I'm going to try my best. YouTube, what's good? It's been a hot minute since I was on YouTube. A lot has happened in my life, professionally and personally, so I'm going to touch on a few different things, keep you up to date, and then get this ball rolling again. I was discussing the idea of doing this video with Sam, the guy who does my videography and photography, as you've seen on my reels on this channel, because it's been like a month, maybe more, since I put up a video blog or a video or something like that. So in this video I'm going to answer some of your questions that came in from Instagram about tattooing, some funny stuff, what I'm doing career wise, all that kind of stuff, and then some news and touch on where I've been and what I've been up to. So first bit of news, and one of the reasons why I haven't been on YouTube lately, I am working with Debut Studios in a pop-up shop in Harvey Nichols in Manchester at the moment. So it's a pop-up shop right in the middle of the department store. It's running until the 13th of August. In the description box below I'll put my link on where you can book in if you'd like to be part of that project. So I've been over and back to Manchester sorting that out. And so that's one of the main reasons why I haven't been doing this type of content. And the next piece of news, I am in the most recent edition of Total Tattoo magazine. Always hyped when that happens, because I remember when I was growing up, printed media was a big deal. You only seen tattoos when you went to news agents to flick through it. There was no Instagram, there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So whenever I see one of my tattoos featured in that magazine, I'm always hyped. The guys at Total are great, and it speaks to the younger me when I see my shit printed in that. So Total, thank you very much, I appreciate that. I have a third piece of news, but it's tied into one of the questions I'm going to get to in a minute, so I'll break that with you guys and give you some information on that amidst one of the questions. Okay, so I'm going to start with some of the questions that I got on my Instagram page. The handle's down here if you want to head over and follow me and get involved in these interactions or book in or whatever else. So I just picked a couple of them. I'm going to touch on them loosely. I don't want to keep you all day with this video. Did your tattoos hurt? My most recent tattoo, the one on the top of my head, fucking sucked. I will show a few clips here on the side of it getting done. Lines are just in right now, will be finishing it soon, but yeah, probably the most painful tattoo I have to date, definitely 100%. 6 hours, just line work. I punched a hole in a bin, so yeah, shit, that one sucked. The rest of them, meh, not so much. Next question, what's the biggest thing you've learned in life over the last 5 years? Okay, so within those 5 years, I've been professionally tattooing as my sole income. Always bet on yourself. And what I mean by that is double down on what you think you can achieve and what your ability will allow you to complete. It's so easy to be let down when you rely on other people. If you put in the work yourself, if you do the early mornings, the late nights, the hard grafts, like if you put in a lot of fucking maximum effort, you're gonna get maximum reward. So my schedule and the capacity in which I work probably isn't the healthiest, to be fair. Isn't for everybody, but I attribute it directly to the progress I've made in the last 5 years, the projects I've worked on, and the projects I will work on in the next 5 years. Bet on yourself, have a bit of work ethic, and lean towards the shit that's difficult, because you'll reap the rewards, definitely, if that makes sense, without being too deep. But that's probably a small snippet into my mindset over the last 5 years. Next, will I ever be able to book in with you again? I am extremely lucky in terms of my bookings. I have a very loyal client base who continuously book back in. I have a lot of repeat custom. I want to hang out, I want to chat, want to grab lunch, want to do a nice tattoo. I want you to feel part of the shop. Customer service is very, very important to me and to us guys at the shop. I always say you come in for a tattoo, but you stay for like the family vibes and like the banter. Yes, you will be able to book back in with me, but like I say, to avoid disappointment, when my books are open for certain months, hop on that shit. What does the future hold for Blunt Force Keith? Like I said a minute ago, bit of news. So last week I got my business visa for the United States of America. So I'm absolutely over the moon with that. On the back of that now, I'm happy to announce that I will be at the New York Tattoo Convention. Here's a little poster here, at the tail end of September. I've never worked stateside before, so having the visa, getting all that approved was a little bit difficult, but at the end of the day, we got it. Now we can move forward. It opens so many more doors, can do so many cool projects. There's so many places I want to visit, so many shops I want to try and guest in. So there's the New York Tattoo Convention first off in September, which I'll obviously be vlogging and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll be in Florida in November with the guys from Borrowed Time Tattoo, also the guys who do the Unemployable podcast, John Nelson, and all the tattoo memes you've probably seen over the last 12 months. I'll be down in Florida with those guys in November. So New York and Florida, two big things to kind of cap off the tail end of this year. But yeah, definitely branching out to more stateside work moving forward. So that's probably what the future holds for me. What's your proudest career moment? There's been a few, to be fair. It would be last year when I was working away with a brand. There was a lot of like motorsport athletes and stuff at the event. My dad is a huge motorsport fan, and he didn't really understand the industry of tattooing or see this as a viable career option a couple of years ago. When I was away at this event and I was able to get certain athletes to FaceTime him or send him photos or voice messages or speak to people in that realm of sport that he's a massive fan of, that was huge for me, because I think it showed my dad and my family just what was possible through the avenues of tattooing. That was huge for me, to show him, you know, what was possible with tattooing, because when I first started getting tattooed and showed an interest in wanting to be a tattooer, those things weren't necessarily possible or easy to attain. So that was dope, being able to share those moments with my dad. Definitely, I wanted to make sure I kept this video as kind of like lighthearted, informative, and like a little bit up to date of where I've been and what I'm up to and my plans moving forward. I will be posting more regularly. I have a plan in place to get back on the horse with my my videographer and photographer Sam. I have a lot of travel coming up. I want to try and share it with you guys as best I possibly can. I fucking love and adore all the support I get throughout my entire career. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.